This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Thank you, David. Welcome, everyone, to DBL. It's Thursday, August 26th. I'm Tori here with Eric and Al, and we're so grateful you are here with us today. So let's get started. More and more companies are requiring vaccines for employees, but Delta Airlines is taking a different approach. So get this, they're charging unvaccinated employees $200 a month in order to keep their company's health plan. Delta said 75% of its staff and more than 80% of its pilots and cabin crew are vaccinated. So instead of a mandate, they kind of loopholed it in a way and said, then it's coming out of your pocket. What do you think?
Right, their body's their choice. And I'm not even being facetious about it. I'm just saying that that was the thing. It was about the freedoms and being able to have autonomy over what you will and will not do. And there's a price for that. For Delta, it's $50,000 per person who ends up in the hospital stricken with COVID. So it's really up to you at that point if you want to pay that $200, which, to be quite honest, seems very fair, because if you opt out, or if you have to say, I'm a tobacco user, then you're paying a higher premium, or there's a ton of other things that you can choose to do, which will make your premiums higher. So I think this actually gives people more choices.
I totally know what you mean. It's a mandate without mandating it in a way, meaning I'm not forcing you to do it, but I'm sort of showing you have to show your hand here. If you really want to say your body's your choice like that, you can do it, but you got to pay the price. I think it's a smart idea. What do you think, Al?
I mean, Progressive has those inserts that you can put in your car, and it measures how fast you're going. It can kind of tell what kind of driver you are. They can also look at your speeding tickets, tell what kind of driver you are, and adjust your premium according to your danger level of costing that company money. This is the exact same thing. I think for a company that says that we are anti-socialist, anti-communist, pro-capitalist, you can look at this from a business perspective and say, take the emotion of however you feel about COVID, however you feel about vaccinations, Erica, however you feel about unvaccinations, Tori. Don't care. We're just looking at the ledger, and the ledger is saying that these people tend to cost us more, so we're going to charge them more.
Yeah, and as Erica said, you guys, it's $50,000 for Delta for every employee that gets sick, and for them, this is a black and white issue of money. So let us know what you think, and
it'd be a green and white issue.
It would be a green and white. I was thinking about that too. United, just so you know, United has mandated everyone who works for them get vaccinated. Southwest and American Airlines have yet to do that, just to let you guys know. 2 siblings have been banned from their charter school in California. The junior and senior chose not to wear a mask on the first day of school for religious reasons. As a result, the school was placed on lockdown, and a school resource officer was called, and there was also a confrontation. Take a listen.
I need you to stand up, or we will have to physically remove you from this classroom. You cannot touch me.
And she was within a foot of me, and when I would go left, she would follow me, and then I was trying to go around her, and she would block me.
Okay, in a statement, the school explained there are no religious exemptions in California's mask order. Religious exemptions? What's the religious exemption?
Well, that's what I don't know if anyone has ever clarified.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but I understand people have religious exemptions. Jews sometimes don't want to use pig's blood or pig's valve in like a stent surgery because of kosher. Those I totally get. I respect religious exemptions. I'm just confused here what a mask would do to your religion.
But I think religion's there to make you make that face, Erica. That's what it's for, because you can't, who can define anybody's specific religion? You can say, I'm Jewish, but we practice Christmas. You know, whatever you might say.
But what's religious about the mask?
We can't say, only you can say, but if you decide not to say, then everybody's making Erica's face. No one understands, and it's a way to stonewall an issue that you just don't want your kids to be masked, and so you throw the religion thing there as a roadblock, because you know that religion itself is an exemption in almost every case.
It's interesting to me, though, because pre-COVID, how hijabs had become, very controversial in terms of if they could be worn in schools. Can women display modesty by covering their hair? And a lot of school districts and in certain countries ban them.
Yes.
And now we have this issue with a mask covering your face being a part of some type of religious exemption. And again, I respect religion.
Of course.
I just would like some clarification on that.
Yeah, and I understand that in California, they just don't allow that, so that's why those kids were asked to leave. So let us know what you think about that. You got to see this one Texas father. He had a very interesting way of making a point about masks at a school board. Let's say it's like satire parody. It's interesting. It's interesting. Take a look.
But I really hate my clothes. So it's simple protocol, people. We follow certain rules. We follow certain rules for a very good reason.
Mr. Akers, I understand, I believe you're a swimmer, but if you would mind putting your pants back on for a comment, that would be appreciated.
All right, obviously trying to make a joke. No shirts, no shoes, no service, no masks. Why doesn't this fit in? What did you think about the presentation he gave.
Well, it made me think about what I always say, and this might sound a little weird, but I've always said that Halloween is for cowards. And what I mean by that is there are people, there are people that are exhibitionists, right, but they're scared to say that. So on Halloween, that's why they decide to be, you know, a sexy nurse, a sexy Sherlock Holmes. You just want to wear fishnets in the middle of the day. That's fine. This man is an exhibitionist. He wanted to get naked.
No.
And so what other way would...
As a comic, you should see this as a smart move to emphasize the point.
To disrobe.
He's saying, oh, then if I don't want to follow that rule, I'll take my shirt off.
Yeah,
oh,
then
I can run a stop line.
I have shows this weekend in Cleveland. I'm not going to get naked and be like, ta-da,
yeah, but
here's
if you
my
use your
punchline.
words, Al, and I want to hear Erica's take on this, we're not doing it on the show. This man made a point because he did it on a high platform, high stakes, took off his clothes to show we follow other responsible, respectful community rules in this
Okay, well,
world.
when you feel passionately about something, we expect the same from you.
What do you mean? What do you think?
Well, it was clearly effective. We wouldn't have been talking about it any other way. I mean, he's not the first person to deliver this message, but if it makes people, and I think another thing is, it's the comfort level. Did it make other people uncomfortable? Because that's what he's demonstrating. When people don't follow these rules during a pandemic, it makes other people uncomfortable. So there was more power than just disrobing, which, by the way, when I first heard this story, I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And when I saw it, I'm like, okay, that makes a whole lot of sense to me.
But do you think he changed one person over?
I think what it does is, for someone who doesn't listen to a lot of words and media and us talking, it is a visual example of why you wear the mask. Because
so you
can't just decide.
You guys give no credence to the fact that this man might have just been an exhibitionist looking for a platform.
No.
And which, I mean, he couldn't do this if this was like about kids' recess. He needs a reason to have a platform to do this, to disrobe.
It was a protest, and I thought it was very effective.
A protest?
Yeah.
He was speaking facts.
At a school board meeting.
And these are things, again, people have been saying forever at this point. It's falling on deaf ears, and so now people are taking it up a level, and I think that's what happens when you continue to have things fall on deaf ears.
Erica, I have been on this show with you for 4 years, and you have spoken a lot of facts, and there's never been a point in which I said, I get your point, please pull your pants up. Okay? You don't need to say that when what you're saying has...
That's because...
we have a platform.
So did he.
And
No,
he
was a visitor.
Okay.
He
So you're saying he needs to run for school board and he doesn't have to get naked anymore?
That's right. But I do think there's something to be said for a vaccine as part of a responsible, community-based country. That's what you have. You have shirt laws, you have speed limits, you have red light laws, you have stop signs, and we all follow that. Why can't we follow this?
We follow that because there is a financial price to pay for not following those. At this point, really, besides the stuff we're talking about with the mandates from Delta, there's no financial price for really opting out. There was no financial price for those kids that disrupted that classroom for the entire day.
Maybe there
and
should be.
disrupted 30 other people's learning.
Interesting. Let us know what you guys think. Good conversation. No one got on disrobed. That's a plus.
Not yet. Come back.
Coming up on DBL, actress Loretta Devine. She's looking back at her long career in today's Chatting with the Stars. And a photo about hotel etiquette is lighting up the internet. Are you really supposed to strip your bed sheets before you leave? We're talking about it coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by...
It's so...
Pennsylvania.
I was just reading it right now.
We can start.
The trailer was just released.
Tori, you're on it now. You're just looking at your iPad.
I'm with you, Tori, and see this gentleman's point and why he undressed. Does anyone also see, I talked to my dad about this, and he's really good like you are with analogies, but you put people down with their clothing and your analogies. My dad said the best analogy, he said, is the smoking outside at a restaurant. You can't do that specifically because it
I was going to take my pants off.
you can't do that because it could hurt me. And the same thing with the masks is it's there so that you don't hurt others. That's like the best comparison. I did seatbelts, and he's like, smoking outside in a restaurant is actually more directly related to this law, which people follow.
I mean, looking at the way things are now, Erica, do you think that we could ban smoking the way that we did if this is 2021? If people, because think about how much I think more people cared about smoking than they did about anti-vaxxing. I mean, most of the people, my grandparents were smokers. My dad was a smoker. You know, I don't know. I mean, can you imagine trying to, like, first of all, take it out of restaurants and out of bars, and then go from the doorway to then 50 feet from the door? Can you imagine the protest? I just think that there wasn't the social media to galvanize.
Oh, that's
right,
interesting.
that is
That
the
is
difference.
interesting, yeah.
That is the difference. I remember I was still working in nightclubs when the smoking ban started in Chicago,
Which
and
is
it was
around-
like 2003,
That sounds about
something
right.
like that. And that was just crazy in itself because it was like the week before it was just a sea of smoke.
right?
And then the next week I would have to, like, somebody would light up and I would just hit them with the hose, like, like with my gun.
Diet Coke in your face.
I just kind of wish I could have seen that.
Me too.
I would have
Because people
I
can
used
have
to
a
spray
hard time
people
with
all the
that.
time.
Thanks, Jody.
Welcome back to DBL. Pay attention because this man is dividing the internet over his take on hotel etiquette. All right, let's play this game. He recently posted a photo on Facebook with all of his hotel sheets removed, comforters folded, pillows stacked nicely on top. He says he always leaves a hotel room like this and asks the internet if it's right or wrong. Now, a lot of hotel staff commented saying they appreciate the effort, but others said the housekeeping staff is paid to do this and that he went too far.
This is not too far, but I'm going to say this. Now, I have never gone this far.
I've never either.
As to strip the bed at a hotel. However, if I stay at someone else's home, I always do this.
Always.
And I also really appreciate when someone does that if they stay in my home. So he, I think, is just a really great guest.
Great guest, this guy.
Phenomenal guest.
Joe Schmo, you are
He could
good.
stay in my house.
He can stay. What do you think? Do you do this?
First
You
of all,
go to hotels all the time?
I do. I'll be in a hotel this evening. So it's like, you know, this is not too far from how I behave in a hotel. And I think I was scarred because I used to bring my family on tour and they would destroy the room like an 80s rock band. You know, like, you just come home and it's just like, I get back from my late show, so it's like 12:20 at night. They're all asleep in the bed and just like soaking wet towels, like, not like I dried off, like you just ran them under the shower.
And then
just
put them on the bed.
Fast food, TV on, it's just half light. It's just so weird. So like, I am very kind of clean, so I won't strip the bed because I don't want to touch under there. I don't want to.
I don't want to get in there.
I'm scared of what I might
But
find.
I
agree
will
with
pull
you.
the sheet and the comforter off, and I will take my wet and dirty towels, and I'll wrap them up, and I'll put them in the corner, and I do tip.
I mean, that's
I
the
tip
second
too.
question to you. Tipping, and I do want to know about tipping. How do you tip? Do you leave? I tip with an envelope that says housekeeping, and
I don't
put
see
it.
those anymore.
Well, no, I write housekeeping.
You come with your own envelope?
I usually ask
Stamps.com?
from the front desk.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't want to leave just money out. I want to make it clear it's for them.
Well, my grandmother, Big Mama, taught us how to tip at hotels because that's what she did for a living.
Tell us.
And she would say, at the time, she would leave a few dollars each day, and she's like, either put it on the pillow or you put it on the vanity. So that way, it's
They know.
like kind of, yeah. I generally take a piece of paper and write thank you on the paper. Now I'll do, depending on the amount of the stay, I'll do a percentage of that. So sometimes it could be $10 a night, sometimes it could be $20 a night. It just depends
You are
on
a great guest,
what
too.
it is.
We're in
They
this
work
weird
really
place,
hard.
though, Eric, and I want to get your opinion on this, where there's no hotel staff, there's no maids anymore. They don't do the
Housekeeping.
excuse me, housekeeping. Thank you. I don't see housekeeping anymore. So would you still tip at the end of a stay, even though there was no turn down service, no refreshing of towels?
Well, it's about the night. It's not about somebody coming and turning it down. It's like somebody has to take care of that. And if that's at the end of the stay, then I would leave a bigger tip at the end of the stay because they have more to clean up.
I do at the very end in a little envelope, and I feel very like Tony Soprano.
Yeah, it's kinda
don't
cool,
you?
yeah.
Here, it is for you. Yeah. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with actress Loretta Devine. She looks back on her pivotal role in Waiting to Exhale. Coming up next.
Nearly 100.
warning people not to use a livestock drug to treat COVID-19. So why was this ever a thing? Let's connect the dots. The drug is called Ivermectin. It's used to treat parasitic worms. There is a human-safe version, but you have to get a prescription from your doctor. Unfortunately, that's not the route some people are taking. The FDA has received reports of people buying the animal version of the drug at feed stores. The problem is, you are not a horse, and that large of a dose can cause serious problems. Everything from low blood pressure to liver damage, even vision loss. And even the right dosage of ivermectin may not actually fight COVID-19. The FDA says the studies currently available about the drug have flawed data and some may even be misleading. There are some larger, legit studies in the works about ivermectin and COVID, but the data just isn't ready yet. Researchers say they are looking for a COVID cure anywhere they can find it. But one place you definitely won't find it is at an animal feed store. And that is connecting the dots.
Would you like to have dinner with us tonight? It's just leftovers. Collard greens and cornbread, some candied yams, a little potato salad, fried chicken, peach cobbler, fruit slices of ham. I have no business eating it myself, big as I am.
I like that. I like a woman with a little meat on her bones, you know?
Welcome back to DBL. Who doesn't love good food and dream girl Loretta Devine? We caught up with her earlier in today's Chatting with the Stars.
She stole scenes in the groundbreaking film Waiting to Exhale. But you can breathe now because Emmy Award-winning actress Loretta Devine joins us live.
Yes.
Oh my God. Welcome and happy birthday. Did we hear that your birthday just happened? How did you celebrate?
Yes, by working.
Well, we love a queen who hustles, Miss Loretta. Thank you so much for being here. I am such a fan. I remember going to see Waiting to Exhale with my mom in the movie theaters, and it was like a bonding moment, and I watch it about once a month, so I am here for you. I thought it was really interesting because I heard that you were asked to gain weight for your role in Waiting to Exhale. Would you ever do that again?
No, I don't have to. I gained all the weight I need. No, I wouldn't do it again. I don't think I'll ever need to do that again.
Well, I have to ask you, you were in the original cast of Dreamgirls on Broadway with friend of the show, my personal friend, Sheryl Lee Ralph. She is a queen, and that was 40 years ago, and you've been working ever since, but you call yourself a late bloomer. How do you do that? You are a current bloomer. You were currently a star.
Well, when I started, everyone thought I was maybe 10 years older than everyone thought I was. So that's what I mean by a late bloomer. You get to the whole thing late, but you get to it.
Look at her at the Jerry Lewis telethon. You see her at the Jerry Lewis telethon? Wow.
Loretta, I love behind the scenes stuff, and you talk about your journey to becoming an award-winning actress in TV One's Uncensored. So tell us a little bit about that shady letter you got back in the day, your teacher wrote, and how it impacted your career.
Well, you know, it's just important that people do or don't believe in you. And sometimes when people don't believe you, it's more of a force to move you forward than when people do. So it was that sort of thing. And Uncensored was very nerve-wracking for me because I don't like to talk about myself because half the time I can't remember what happened. And the other half, I'm afraid I'm going to out somebody that's going to kill me.
Oh, no.
That's honest.
Well, Miss Loretta, of course, I've been a fan of yours for a long time, but now I'm really into the Netflix show Family Reunion, where you play an old school grandmother in the Netflix show. So for all the grandmothers watching right now, what will they relate to the most about your character?
Oh, I think my character's like Superwoman in this show. They have me doing things that are just unbelievable. And sometimes they bring in stunt doubles that can't even do the stuff that they dreamed up. It's a wonderful show. It's coming back out on August 26th. We have 7 new shows that are coming on Netflix for family reunion. The kids are growing up in front of our eyes, doing incredible things. I think people are going to be amazed by some of the new shows we're doing.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we definitely look forward to seeing you on TV One's Uncensored. To our DBL Nation, make sure you watch it this Sunday. Thank you so much.
Come back and see us.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
10 o'clock, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
about police officers who have shot and killed people in the U.S., you'll find a lot of different numbers flying around on social media. That's why the Verified team exists, to bring you only the information we can confirm from the most trusted sources. The FBI is the usual go-to for comprehensive police and crime data. So let's verify. Does the FBI keep a complete public database for fatal police shootings? We asked our sources, Dr. Philip Stenson, a professor of criminal justice at Bowling Green State University. He's also a former police officer and the FBI. And here's what we found. The FBI does collect use of force data from around the country, but it's up to police departments whether or not to participate.
It's all voluntary, but they really don't track this specific question about how many people are shot and killed by on-duty police officers each year. That's still not a specific question that they're addressing and collecting data on.
According to the FBI, only a third of law enforcement agencies submitted use of force data back in 2020. They haven't published any of that data. So who is tracking this data? Projects like mappingpoliceviolence.org and the Washington Post's Fatal Force Database both scrape the internet for news reports and police press releases to get their numbers. Stenson told us the discrepancies between the groups who track this can be huge. In 2020, Mapping Police Violence counted 1,126. The Washington Post counted 1,021, a difference of 105 people.
If we were to believe the FBI and the CDC, they would tell us that between 350 and 450 times each year, on-duty police officers shoot and kill someone.
So we can verify false. The FBI does not keep a complete public database for police-involved shootings. The FBI is tracking them, but again, it's voluntary. So far, the information isn't published.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I have got some wonderful products and some killer deals, and I can't wait to share them with everyone. So, first up, this is the Aroma Mister color-changing ultrasonic aromatherapy diffuser, so you can toss out those synthetic room fresheners and try this healthy alternative. So normally this is as much as $65, but we've got it for only $25, which saves our viewers up to 62%.
$25 to get a color-changing, smelling piece. I'll do it.
Okay, now Tori, I don't know about you, but I definitely learned a thing or two this past year about mixing a cocktail.
Yeah.
And this Cambridge 3-piece bar set would be perfect for anyone taking their mixology skills up to the next level. So normally it's as much as $120. We've got it for $29, saving up to 76%.
Drinking the savings.
Huh? Now next, oh Tori, have you been outside? It's really hot. Well, here's the answer. It's the Remarkable Goods Cool Blades neck fan. So it comes with 3 different fan speeds and it's got a 6-hour rechargeable battery. Normally it's $100.
Okay, I was gonna say, I bet you this is expensive.
Yeah, this is really fancy, but we've got it for only $24, which saves our viewers 76%.
Guess who's not sweating that price?
And then last, but certainly not least, this next item has got me excited to get out there. It's the Isaac Mizrahi 3-piece spinner luggage with a tote. So you're bound to get loads of compliments on this stylish set. So normally it's as much as $410. You're not going to believe what I've got it for. It's $179. It saves 56%.
So smart, and guys, that lasts you for decades. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. Thank you so much, Steph. So the one thing that we all were talking about was that fan that you put, and it's been so hot, and it's a cone of like coolness.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I was like, you know, obviously we played with the Deal Blast stuff, and I was like, I don't know about this.
Right.
I used it for 10 seconds, and I was like, okay, I need one.
And like when I'm gardening and I'm cool.
I don't.
Okay, DBL is new. Everyone's like, you're never cool. DBL's new every day.
You're cool to me, too.
I don't know if
I
that's
love
true.
you.
We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Stay cool out there. Stay hydrated.
With the neck fan.
With the neck fan. Bye, guys. Take care.